Hey friends, welcome to my Sudoku kitchen, aka my kitchen where I solve Sudokus. Happy Friday. It's love day. I'm in a very good mood, mostly because of how exciting today's feature is. I found these on Logic Masters Germany. Railman, hi friend. Where else? Yes. Railman has an 8-year-old daughter who is apparently very good at setting Sudokus. So today we're going to be doing some puzzles by Rose. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I am so excited to have this feature today. I just, for many reasons, I just want to, we got to support starting these support setters from every age. So absolutely. And Rose has gotten so many puzzles out, actually, really quite a few. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be solving 4 with a surprise at the end. But we're going to be doing 4 of Rose's puzzles. We're going to be doing this one called the apple tree. Isn't it cute? It's like an apple tree because it has the line of the things. Okay. We're also going to be doing another one called the horse. There's one that's like a German whisper heart. Yes. However you do heart. So I'm really excited to do those, and I just want to like hugs to Rose, hugs, and love roses. That's a great name. good one. Yes. So for today, the beverage that we're choosing, and on this channel we like to pair beverages with our Sudokus. We are going for, I was gonna have apple juice, but then I forgot to go to the store. So we have an apple cinnamon tea. Dun, dun, dun. So that's nice. And I put a little bit of ginger and a little bit of clove as well. And that's the tea that we're having for today. Yes. Anything else I have to say? No, there's nothing else for me to bring up. That's great. Because we gotta crack onto these puzzles. So we're gonna be doing a few, and they're gonna be a bit quicker solved because they are 6x6s, which is the normal shape for those snack dokus. So it'll be those, but these are rated very highly. It's very Rose has perhaps worked very hard to make sure that they're good quality, because they have all been very highly ranked, very highly percentage, how do you call it, not ranked, graded, no, yeah, whatever, but they're all 90% and above rating on Logic Masters Germany, which is very impressive to do. So we're gonna get on to those, shall we? Great. So we'll get on to the rules in a sec. I'm going to have a sip before we start. We like to enjoy every moment that Sudoku and life brings us. So we take a sip before we start. Anything else? PG version today. So we're gonna say, let's get cooking. Yes? Okay, great. 3, 2, 1. Let's get cooking. Fantastic. Okay, so Rose's puzzle number 1, called the apple tree. It's here. It says on Sven's Sudoku pad that it's by Rose and Railman, but I'm gonna give this to Rose. Rose deserves it. What are we gonna do? So, so this I'm sorry. I forgot to do the rules, which is great. I'm fine about. But for every puzzle, we're gonna have to do different rules. So let's get on to the rules of this one, and then we'll get cooking after we do the rules. So this was designed by 8-year-old Rose. Hi, Rose. Inspired by an apple tree. Fantastic sources of inspiration, if you ask me. Every good philosopher has gazed at an apple tree and said something. I think Newton famously gazed upon apple trees and changed the world. So normal Sudoku rules apply. That means we have to place the digits 1 through 6 once each in every column, every row, and every 2x3 box. Yes. So colored lines are parity lines. So just because it's green, don't mean German. Don't mean German. Doesn't mean it's a German whisper line. And so this brown is also parity line. So these are 1, 2, and 3 different parity lines. Yes. Adjacent digit on a line must alternate between odd and even. Good. Yes. So if this was a, let's say it's a 1, then this would have to be, this is odd, so then this would have to be even. Yes, and then likewise, and then we oscillate between those two. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. So what does consecutive mean in Sudoku? It means that the digits are, there's one digit that's exactly one larger than the other. So 3 is consecutive with 4. It's also consecutive with 2. In this case, 1 is only consecutive with 2, so there's nothing else that could be consecutive with 1. 6 is only consecutive with 5, so there's no 7 in this Sudoku. As is, there is no 8. And no 0 in Sudoku, which is great news. Okay, so now we did the rules. Fantastic. We have another sip. We like to enjoy every ounce. If you're having a beverage with today's puzzles, let me know. 3, 2, 1. Let's get cooking. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So, where do I start? I like a 1. This is a 1. I like ones. Ones. 2. No, 1. I mean, I don't know why. I meant to say this is 1. Also, no one's here, so I will do this. That's cute. That's very nice. This parody is nice because now we know that this has to be. So what are the odd digits in 1 by 6? And then a 6 by 6. It's 1, 3, and 5, and then 2, 4, and 6 are even. 1, 3, and 5 are odd. 2, 4, and 6 are even. I must apologize in advance. You guys know I always get odd and even. Odd and even mixed up every time. I'm sorry. It'll just happen. We gotta get used to it. So this is gonna be either a 1 or a 5, right? And this is fascinating. Look at this. So we have these consecutive digits. This can't be a 1 because then it would have to be next to a 2, right? That's fascinating. So this is a 1, and then we need it to be. Did I already break the puzzle? No, the point is that can't be a 1. Yeah, I did. Sorry, Rose. My bad completely. So this can't be a 2. So this can't be a 3 either. So this can only be a 4, 6 because of the parity line. Okay, Martha. Okay, let's breathe, Martha. So this is odd, right? So this is 3 or 5 because it can't be a 1. I'm just gonna, instead of coloring, because there are enough colors and not enough space, I'm just gonna do like this, and then, so this is a 1, 3, 5, right? And the only thing it can be is the 5, and then this has to be 2, not 4, because of this 4. So this is 2 or 6. Hello. That's fascinating. So this is another, we got like a triple going on. Now that we have this one, this needs to be even, and it's not 2 because of this one. So this is a 4 or a 6. This one's odd. Odd. And so this one is 1, 3, or 5, and it can't be 1 or 5. So this is a 3. This is very nice. I'm happy with this because now we know that 3s are here. And all this while just trying to make sure. And then this is 2, 4, 6. And it's not a 2. Interesting. So now we know that 5 must be here. Which is interesting. Which is very interesting. So this is 4 or 6, and now this is 4 or 6 also. Great. We have this 3. Anything else we can do with the 3? Not sure. I cannot discern where the line goes. Does the line pass through here and here? It's fine if so, because, yeah, I think it does. This 2, then 5, then 4, that would work. So then this is another odd digit, and it's not 1, so this is 3, 5. This is not 2, it's 4, 6. This is not 1, not 3 or 5, so this is a 1. This is the 1, therefore. Glad I notated that. Remember that 2 is the only thing that's consecutive with a 1. this cannot be a 1, so it has to be the 3. This is no longer the 2, which means this is the only place for a 2 in this box. I'm just going to notate because I have made the mistake of not doing that in the past. Never again. 3's got to go here. Then we have, oh, that's 3. That's 3 in the corner. Hey, Rose, great job. That's 3 in the spot. Like, yeah, losing its religion. Fantastic. So then we have left to place a 2. Wing in. That's 2. That's Spanish. Sorry. I like to speak Spanish when I'm solving. This has to be a odd. No, even. I said even. I said even, I swear. So then this is 6. The 6 has got to go there. Now we have this 4 here. That's a 4. This is a 4. That's no longer the 4. So this is a 6. Here's another one. We got a 2 going on over here. Thank you so much, Sven. Then a 5 going on here. This is left to be a 5. Then we can place that. Here we're left with 3 and 6 somewhere. A 6 here. And then this has to be a 4. Yay! Okay, let's pack it up and move it out to the next Rose puzzle. Let's go. Hey again, so now we're going to be doing self-portraits. It's really it's really cute. It's just, I love your dress, Rose. I love it. It's so yeah, so nice. I love this puzzle. I'm not gonna cry. It's beautiful, and self-portrait also very artistic. Woman after my own heart, Rose. You get it. You understand. I get it so much. We understand. Great, fantastic. So, let's get on to the rules of self-portrait by Rose and Real Man. Look, there's Real Man, and then there's Rose. I'm so sorry. Okay, all right. So, this is the 9th puzzle designed by 8-year-old daughter Rose. It's a self-portrait of us. Keep it together. Okay, normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. That means we have to place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every 1 through 6 once each in every column row, and 2 by 3 box. Digits in I'm sorry. Digits in a circle must appear in a cell touching the circle. So this is a circle, which means that 5 and 6 must be touching the circle. Must be in a cell touching the circle. Yeah. Red lines are parity lines. Digits must alternate between odd and even along the line. Great. We just got some really good practice, so that works out really nicely. Love this dress. Very cute. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a sip before we start. That's very nice. It's an autumnal drink, but it still works very well with the sun. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Let's get cooking. So, my first thought, 5 and 6 must be in this domino. There's a 6 right here. So I'm just going to place it. Let's see if that works out. The same thing is happening here. So this got to be 4. This got to be 3. We are obscuring the heads now. I'm sorry. We still have to place 1 in box 1. So I'm going to do that. Ooh, the same here. Ooh, there's a lot going on. Look at, we're given very few digits, actually. I appreciate, we're not given too many. That's nice taste. That's good taste. Okay, so this one, remember, it's parity. So this is, shoot, it's going to be, okay, 6 is even. Sorry. This is odds, and it's not a 3. So this is 5 or 1, and this is not a 1, so this is 3 or 5. Okay. This is the same thing, actually. Yeah, look at that. Oh, this is very interesting. So then this one is 1 or 3. So we have a triple going on. So that means that the 2 and 4 have got to be here. And we know that this is the 4 due to Sudoku. And that's the 2. Then this one has to be another. Look, this is a really cool pattern. Actually, this is a really cool pattern. This is a really cool pattern because, yeah, it worked out really nicely, and yet you can still have the image underneath. Respect. So this is 2, 4, or 6. We know it's not a 6 because of this one. Not a 6. Not a 6, I said. Let's do the same thing down here, over here. So this is even, so then this is odd. It can be 135, but it can't be the 3 because of this one. Thank you, Sven. This is now odd, but they can't be 6. So this is 2, 4, right? And now this is a 6. Yeah. And so what's left to place here is again the 135 business. But we know that this isn't the 1, and this is, oh, actually the only place for 1 is here. So it worked out. Oh, and now we have this 1. So this is a 1. Very nice. Now this is the 5, and here's a 3. Muy bien, muy bien. That means very good in Spanish. Now we go down here. So then this is 1, 3, or 5. It can't be a 1 or a 3. So this is a 5. And what's left in this column is a 2, which is great. And that tells us that this has to be 4 and 6. And we know which way that goes. These digits are given very consciously and very well. I quite enjoy that. Now we can place a 4 here by Sudoku. I don't know why I said Sudoku. There's a 2 over here. I don't know where, but I'm just going to make sure that the 2 goes down there. And then we have a 5 left to place. So that's the 5, that's the 3. Then we have a 2 and a 6. Yeah, so that's the 6, that's the 2. And then what's left is Sudoku. Sudoku. 5 and then 6, and there we go. These are so cute. Okay, let's wrap it up and move it out to the next one. Bow, bow, bow. Alrighty, here we are again with puzzle number 3 of today. This is the 6th puzzle of roses, called the horse. I like it very much. Look at this. What an esteemed gentleman. This is a very, very honorable horse. Look at this. The way it is standing, we can tell. And the color, I know what you were doing, Rose. I feel it. That's very nice color for a horse. And the 3D of the ears is beautiful. So that's very well done. Okay, let's get on to the rules. So it's the same as before. So it's 6 by 6 normal Sudoku rules apply, as we already discussed. And again, so now the horse is a parity line. Oh, this parity, it goes like this, and then it includes these. Okay. Very nice. So the horse is a parity line, just like before. If this is odd, this is odd, so then the next one will be even, etc. Moving forward. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's get cooking. So, 1. Yeah. I have to place it, and the 1 will go there now, and then we have. Okay, so then this needs to be 2 or 6, right? Because it's even. Yeah, so this is even. This is odd, but it can't be a 1, so this is 3, 5. Or 3. I can barely see it. It's a 3, 5, and now this, to continue, this has to be a 6, a 2, 6. What's left in the box, I mean. And this 6 is telling us which way that goes. There we go. Almost messed up. Oh well, so this is 2 going over here. We can place a 6, can't we, over here? Yes, we can. And then we can place this 6 as well. And then 1 over here. Alrighty, the 6s are done out of nowhere. Jeez. The 1s are still, the 1s are still messing around down there. So then we can continue with the line, shall we? So then this has to be 1 or 3. Right, because it can't be a 5, and then this is 2 or 4, because it can't be 6. Yeah, and then the same thing is here, that it's odds, and it can't be 1, so this is a 3, 5, and then this is not a 2, not a 4 or a 6, right? So this is a 2 by Sudoku. So this gives us this one, which is really great, really, really great. And then the 4 is gonna keep going on down here. I look forward to seeing which one's which. The 4 has to be here. This is really clever. The 4 has to be here, and in theory we wouldn't know where it would go, except we know that it needs to be 2 away from the digit that has its same parity, right? So this has to be the 4, and then we're left with 3 and 5. Very clever. And then now look at the way that that's disambiguated. Not bad, not bad. I like it. So this has to be a 3, and we know which way it goes as well, right? Because of the line. This is really, really clever. So then we're left with 2 and 8. 8. Sorry. I don't know why I said 8. 2 and 5. I keep talking about 8s lately. I'm not sure why. So this is 1, right? Because this has to be the 1, 3, and then this is left to be a 2. This is no longer the 1, so the 1 is here. There's a 2 down here. We know exactly which way that goes because it's not this one, right? So this is a 2. This is a 3 or a 5, and we know which one because of this 5. That's the 3. Then we're left with 4 and 5. So if the 4 and 5 must be here, that means that the 3 must be here by Sudoku. So that's 4, 5. This needs to be a 7. Martha, what? Sorry, 5. I'm going to say, the joke is that I'm saying everything but 5. I don't know why. So this is 2, 5 by Sudoku. What's left to place here is a 7, right? Because there are no 7s yet in this box. No, there are no 7s in the grid. So we still need 4. And we know where that goes. Look at that. This is really cool. So what's left in these 3 boxes is 2, 4, 5. And this cannot be 2 or 4. So it has to be 5. That's really cool. And that disambiguates all. This is, yeah. I like it. No wonder it has such high rating. It is very clever indeed. So this is 2 and this is 4. There we are. Alrighty, let's scoot our boot over to the next shoot. No, puzzle. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, here we are with the 4th rose puzzle of the evening, of the day. This is the 12th one in the rose pack. So it's called German Whispers Hearts. Y'all know how I feel about German Whispers, so I share this sentiment completely. Love of German Whispers. This is, however, 6x6 German Whispers, so it's slightly different, but we're still going to fall in love, aren't we? Yes, we absolutely are. So normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply, like it has thus far and every single one of the ones we've done. Then we have 6x6 German Whispers. So adjacent digits on the green line must have a difference of at least 3. And I'm very excited for doing that. Yes? Okay, good, great. Love the vision. Love the vision. Hearts, absolutely. Huge fan. Huge fan. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's get cooking. Okay, so a difference of at least 3. That tells me that this 3, I love this is very clever. This 3 now tells me that this has to be 6. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So then this is 6 as well. Super interesting. And look how it goes through these. The design is really very nice. So now this 1 and these 6s. This can be, I'm just going to put down all the options. Why don't we? So this is 3, 2, 1. Then this 1 has to be, this has to be, sorry, 4, not 5, or 6. Ooh, that's cool. And then the same, this is 4, 5, 6, but it's not 4, so this is like that. And then 3 from 6 is 3, and 3 from 5 is 2. And then we go over here, and we're gonna go for 4, 5, 6, right? Because it's still on the line, I do believe. Yeah, still. And then this one is again, another 1, 2, 3. Ooh, let's see if we can get these down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, very nice. Very nice. I could have colored. How about we do that instead, Martha? How about we color instead? Very much prefer a color. Yeah, so these are all like 4, 5, 6. And then these are all 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I like that a lot better than all these notations. Much, much better. Okay, this is not special, so we're not going to do that any different. But this is supposed to be 4, 5, or 6, and this is looking at both of these. So that's the 5. Now this has to be a 6. I much prefer that. That's much better determined than before. So this is a 4 or 5, and that could still be any and either. Interesting. This 6, and now this 5. So what can be 3, what's 3 from 5? This is 1 or 2 if it's next to a 5. And if it was next to a 4, then it has to be, oh, this can't be a 4. Because if it was a 4, then this would have to be 1 and 1. Right? I do think so. Yeah. Oh, I quite like that. That's very nice. And so now these are a 1-2 pair here. It's fascinating. And now we can place this 4 here by Sudoku. Is there anything else we can do by Sudoku? Yeah, so these 5s are looking over here. Now this 5, now this 5, and suddenly all the 5s are done. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we have the 6 that we can place, and by Sudoku now, this is the last 6 to be done. So that worked out really, really nicely, didn't it? Then we have this 4, which can be here, but we know that this is a 1, 2, or 3. So this is the 4. Then we have these 4s left to place. I'm just going to notate them just for fun. Also here. And then this is a 1, 2. These both are 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, and they can be either. Yeah, I'm not sure. And then this is also the same 1, 2, or 3. But this has been really fascinating. How these are playing together. Really cool. So this is a 1, 2. Now this is the 3. Ah, there we go. So now this is a 3. Oh, that's a 3. That's 3 in the corner. Hey! That's 3 in the spot. Losing is religion. Beautiful. So now we have a 3 over here. That displaces that 4 notation. So now we have 4s looking at each other in an X swing. Look at that. Competition. It's a staring competition. Okay. So then 3's got to go. Can this be a 3? In theory, it can. Wouldn't it be cool if that was a 3? No, it isn't. Because we need to have a 3 left in this column. Well, that's good. At least we knew where the 3 was going. So now what's left, these are 1s and 2s, and we have this 1 given. This is very nice. We have everything we need, and not too much. So that is very, very elegantly done. I quite enjoyed that. The 1 has to be here. Now this is a 2. The 2's got to be here by Sudoku. Then we have still the staring competition between the 4s. Who's gonna break it, folks? I'm not sure. There's a 1 here. So then we have this 4, and then this is the 4, and what's left is a 3. Oh, this is so nice. This was very, very well done. I quite enjoyed it. I did. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rose. Okay, I have a surprise. Ta-da-da. Okay, so a little surprise, extra Sudoku. So Rose has a sister, and sister's handle is Little Loco. I love that. Loco means crazy in Spanish. Hi, oh. So it's Rose, who's 8, and Little Loco, who's 10. They have worked together. Sisterhood. Yes, I have a sister, most sacred bond in the world. And they made this called the glasses. So let's go. So there's a lot more rules today, which for this puzzle, which is exciting. Okay, so normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply as we did before. Then we have more of these parity lines. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is a third. These are digits on a red line must alternate between even and odd. Fantastic, we know what that looks like. Then we have quads. So these quads, the digits inside a circle must appear in the cells touching the circle. Yes? Good. So in this case, we know that these other cells are 1, 6, or 2. We'll see what they end up being, as in what order they end up being, because it could be in any order. It's not that this 1 means that this is a 1 and this is a 2 and then this is a 6. That wouldn't work out that way. Not usually, at least. Then we have X and V's. Ooh. So digits separated by an X sum to 10. So these 2 digits must sum to 10. Oh yeah, so to 10. Then V digits must sum to 5. Right? Because in Roman numerals, V is like 5 is V and 10 is X. Alrighty, are we ready? Those are the rules. 3, 2, 1, let's get cooking. So, I'm so excited. This is such a cool puzzle. I'm very excited for this one. Look at this. There's 4 and 4. So there must be some sort of another 4 staring competition. Like another X-wing of 4s. That tells me that there's a 4 up here. Isn't that cool? Because we know that there are 2 4s here, and they're going to be separated by the boxes, right? Because one has to be. It could be that they're both in these two, or they're both in these two. But the point is that the 4s in these 2 columns are accounted for. There's enough 4s in these 2 columns. So that means that there's a 4 up here in this box. If it were here, that'd be very interesting, because that would make this a 1. That would be cool. And then if it were here, can it be here is a good question. Can the 4 be there? Because if the 4 was there, then this couldn't be 1 4. And it would have to be 2 3, which is fine. And this would have to be 2 3, which is also fine. Oh well, it's okay. Either way, all is good. So this is 3. Then we know, where are we going to start actually? Let's see. Let's see, Rose and Little Loco. You may be stumping me today. Ooh. There's a 2 in both of these. And a 6. So the same thing's going to happen. If the 6 is over here, then the 6 is going to be down here. If the 2 is up here, and then 2 is down here. Or, vice versa. Oh, thank God we got this digit. And they might have made it too hard on us by not having this digit. Let's see. I'm actually not so sure about where to start. Oh, I know where to start. How can we make 10 out of digits that are 6 and below? That's quite normal in a 9x9. But now I'm thinking the only way to do that is because it can't be 5 5, right? Because that doesn't work. So the only way we can do this is 4 and 6. So the 6 is not here. The 6 has to be here. Oh, I don't usually like notating between boxes like that. But I guess what I could notate is that now we know the 6 is down here, like we had said. So this is specifically a 6 4, and this is a 2 4 pair. So now we know the 2 is here. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. That is very well done. I quite enjoyed that. That is a cool break-in. That is a very cool break-in. Okay, so we're left here with 3 and 5. Beautiful. And now, if this was a 6, then we have here that this is... Sorry, this is odd. Sorry, no. If it's a 6, it's even. So... Oh, even better. Look at this. Oh... It's really well done. That is so cool. So, well, this parity line is doing so much work. It's carrying so much load. Like, it's carrying a load. This is a 2 or 4, which means it's even. God, it's even. So then this has to be odd. So it cannot be a 6. It has to be a 1. And then this is the 6. That is so cool. So now this has to be odd, but it's not 3 or 5, so it's a 1. And then this is a 2 4 pair, and we know which way that goes. This is so cool. That is so cool. So this is and it's not a 1 or a 3, so this is a 5. Wow. That is really cool. So this is 3 6 still, which is fine. And then we have, so we're done with this one. Then we're gonna have a staring competition with the 4s. We still need to place 6 we know, 2 3 3 we can place. That I like that we can do that. Then this one, then there's a 2 up here. Yeah, maybe if we did Sudoku it would help. This can be a 2. Is very interesting. Yeah, so what's left here is a 1 5 pair, right? So I knew this couldn't be a 2 because then this can't be a 3, right? And that's how we would add up to 5. So that's not a 2. This is the 2. And even better, we know that a 5 can't be on this V. That's so clever. That is so clever. So this is a 1, and that means we have to have a 4 here. Now this is a 4. This is a 1. Very interesting. Very interesting. And now we have this 4. Oh, this is so cool. So cool. Now we have a 5 to place here. It's here now. Then that one. Then we have 6 and 3 to place here. This is beautiful. This is another 3-6. So now we have a 3-6. Now look at this column. We have a 3-6 pair here, meaning that the 6 is going to have to be up here, right? Because 3 and 6 have to be in these 2 cells. So this can no longer be a 6. So that's a 4. That's a 6. 6, I said 6. The staring competition has been resolved. Now we need to do this 6 here. This is the 3. This is the 3. Another one up here. This has been beautifully. Ah, it's a 3. Whoa, that's 3 in corner. Hey, that's 3 in the spot. And pot of break. Boozing, it's religion. Okay, we still need to place 2 and 5. I'm so into this puzzle that I stopped immediately after I finished. I am so into this puzzle. Okay, and then we still have to place a 6. Beautiful. This was very, very nice. I liked all of these puzzles. I mean, really, I enjoyed them very much. I don't know what else to say. These are really fun. Let me know. There's many more where these came from. So I could be like the official Rose spokesperson and share all of these when they come out. But yeah, these were just really wonderful. I loved the creativity of the designs. I loved how some of them had really, really like clever moments when you were like, dang. Kid did this. So wow, this were really, really well done. Keep at 'em, girls. Always do more math, do more puzzles. They're fun. I'm 100% supportive. Anything else to say? No. Everybody have great days. Enjoy your Fridays. It's the day of love, so tell someone you love them today. Warm regards. Take care. See you. Bye.